We have a very special guest in the studio with us today, Rabbi Mendy Ulman. Rabbi Mendy Ulman is a survivor of the Bondi terror attack, and he joins us in the studio right now. Rabbi Mendy Ulman, thank you so much for your time. I understand you just got back from America, which I want to speak to you about, but first of all, how are you? I can't even imagine how difficult the last few weeks have been.
Yeah, first of all, thank you so much, Gabriella, for having me. And yeah, it's been a turbulent month or so since December 14th. And I haven't had much time to really contemplate and reflect. It's been mainly work and being there for the community, being there for my family, my sister's family, and yeah, going to America, which we can talk about in a minute.
So tell us about America. So you went to New York, you also went to Washington, but tell us about New York. You also brought Ahmed Al-Ahmed with you.
Yes, so the way that this trip actually started was a phone call from Chabad HQ. Chabad is an international organization which our community at Chabad of Bondi is connected with. And we were asked to bring Ahmed to New York to first of all bring him to the gravesite of the Lubavitcher Rebbe, who sent my father back in 1981 to Sydney to open up a Chabad center, a place where people can come connect to Judaism, and also to be there for the community that was coming, immigrants from Eastern Europe that wanted to make a new home here in Sydney. And we felt that it was the right thing to do, was to bring him to the Ohel, for a place where everyone from all walks of life, from presidents to prime ministers, celebrities, they come there, and it's a place of contemplation and reflection. And to bring Ahmed there and to essentially say thank you on behalf of Chabad, on behalf of the Jewish people at that such a holy site, we felt it was very, very appropriate. And we took that trip together, and we made our way to Washington, yeah.
And then you made your way to Washington, and so I believe you met with John Fetterman, Chuck Schumer, Mike Johnson. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, so it was a very packed day. We only had a few hours to meet everyone in the Capitol. Everyone wanted to meet us. Rabbi Levi Shem Tov, who is the rabbi in D.C. and is connected with the White House and with Capitol Hill, he organized all the meetings. And myself, with my father and Ahmed and his team, we went literally to as many people as we could meet, and it was just an outpour of awe of seeing a rabbi and a Muslim who won a world of peace. And they were so happy that we were able to come to Washington to have these conversations because of the rise of anti-Semitism, and to show that there is a world where two individuals who you wouldn't see sitting side by side were sitting side by side looking for a better future. And like you said, we had joint sessions with senators like Senator Fetterman and Senator McCormick, who usually sits on two opposite parties. They came together in this unified stance against anti-Semitism and for a brighter future. And we met Chuck Schumer and the Speaker, Mike Johnson. He's a mensch. And yeah, we met the opposition leader, Hakim Jeffries, and his team. Everyone came out and wanted to connect with us here, with the Bondi community and with the general Australian community.
And it is fantastic to see so much support, and that is so powerful. Can you take us back to December 14? Of course, you were at the Hanukkah festival at Bondi. What was that experience like for you with your children?
Yeah. I haven't talked about this too much, but I'll just give you a brief backstory. I usually would run this event with my brother-in-law, my late brother-in-law, Rabbi Eli Schlanganger. And this year, I took it on pretty much all myself with my associate, Label Lazarov, who was shot and is recovering now in RPA. And we took on the event together to organize it, to allow Rabbi Eli to be there to welcome guests and to do what he loves doing, which is doing mitzvot, putting on the tefillin, the special ritual prayer that we do with everyone that can come, and every male, and to speak to every female to give them Shabbat candles. That's what Eli always liked to do, just to be there, kind person. And during that whole event, it was a beautiful event. I just remember the color was it was saturated. It was amazing. The kids, the bubbles, the balloons, the rock climbing, everything, the barbecue stand, the donuts, the ice cream. It was a really beautiful event, and we were very proud. And I remember standing with Ellie, at the back of the park, looking at everything, and we were both just like, this is all the hard work pays off. And then I first heard the gunshots. I was standing near the front by the entrance, and at first everyone, like a lot of people, felt like fireworks. You don't expect to hear those noises in Bondi. And it took a couple shots for me to realize that something bad is happening. And I first thought of my mind was I had my oldest daughter was near me right before, a few minutes before. So I was looking for her, but then people were screaming to take cover. So I just went on the ground and started trying to move, see who I can help, what I can do. And I had her in mind. I also had my elderly grandmother, who's 90 years old, and she definitely was on her own and didn't have anyone really to support her. And so I stayed in the middle, just praying that everyone's okay. And as soon as I was able to get up, which felt like forever, straight away just went around looking at first you have to pinch yourself. And am I dreaming? Like what nightmare am I living? All that saturation, all that color is gone. And you see things that you don't expect to see, the chaos, the medics, the surf life-saving club. It was a massacre. And called my wife. She told me she's okay. My younger daughter's okay. My young son, who's just 3 months now, he was with her and they were fine. But my older daughter was still unaccounted for, and you think the worst. So I spent a long time trying to find her while seeing what I can help with, and saw my brother-in-law, and my father just came in as well, and witnessed the carnage as I was looking for my daughter. And eventually I got a message that someone had her. Took about 45 minutes, an hour, and then I was able to get to her and reunite with her, with the family. But there was, we were not prepared for what would happen. Like the news coming out and the devastation was it was very, very difficult.
And your brother-in-law, known as the Bondi Rabbi, Rabbi Eli Schlanger, was killed. So horrific. How's your family doing?
I'm surprised of how strong the family is, because Eli was really the glue of our family. He came in, I was 12 years old when he married my older sister, and I knew him as my older brother. And as soon as I was, I guess, old enough, I left school and went to rabbinic programs, and then he said, come back and work in the community. And he really groomed me, really tried to encourage me to get involved, and I worked side by side with him for many years. And the family, I mean, for me, I'm devastated, but I'm looking at my sister and his kids, my nieces and nephews, and I see a strength and I see a resilience that we can only be in awe of.
Well, I'm in awe of your community, the Jewish community, how resilient you all are. And I've really been seeing so many of you coming together at this time. What has that been like, really coming together since this horrific attack? That's the overwhelming support has been the silver lining in this, to see how many people want to reach out and hug and to share their love, the letters that we're receiving, the thousands of emails and DMs, and I heard a beautiful saying yesterday that the Jewish people, we're a very small people, but we're a very large family. And I really feel that now more than ever, that we really are a family of close siblings that want to just make sure that we're doing okay. And we have all of our extended family, the Australian community, and the world, the global world, which we got to see when we traveled to America. We see how many people are there for our community and for us, and it's been very, very special. Talk to us about tomorrow. There's going to be a special memorial.
Yes. So in the Jewish tradition, there's a memorial service which we call the Shloshim, first to 30 days after we bury our loved ones and the ones we have lost. So we've asked to partner with the New South Wales government and to do this amazing event, and there's going to be a full media coverage which everyone can tune into as well. And this is the way to respect every single soul that was lost and to be able to rejuvenate a community that has been shattered, it has been devastating, but to see the country rally behind our community has been the only answer that we could look for. And this is definitely an opportunity for the whole country to unite in oneness and with the Australian values, which is that we want light to win. We don't want anger, we don't want revenge, we just want light to win.
Are you confident that light will win? I mean, we keep seeing anti-Semitic attacks and it's been so horrific. And as you say, it's been amazing to see so much support moving forward. Are you confident that that light will win?
I can only say what we learn in our studies, in our Jewish books, which is that one day there will be a final redemption, there will be a final time where there will be only peace and there will only be light. But the way to get there is by us doing it. It's not going to come from somewhere else. It's not going to come from the heavens. It's going to come from down here. We have to shine our lights. So the prophecy is there. There will be a final redemption. There will be a time where there will only be peace, but it's up to us to shine those lights. So in my mind, light will win.
Rabbi Mendy Ulman, we are so grateful for your time. Thank you so much for speaking with us on Power Hour.
Thank you so much for having me.